Test one, test two, test three, test four.
Test one, test two, test.
Good, 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 good. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to come in before I go over what I want to go over. I was gonna record a Flash Season 8 video tonight. I'll be moving that to Wednesday night. So you'll be getting a Flash video Wednesday. For those who are subscribed. you'll be getting a Flash video then. Stargirl 203 review tomorrow, I think. 204. What's on tomorrow? 203 or 204? I think it's 203 if I'm pretty damn sure. Whatever episode it is, I'll be doing a review on it. And depending if I like Supergirl's episode tomorrow night, I will do a review Wednesday over that. If not, then the Flash video will be out Thursday or Wednesday if I don't like the Supergirl episode. But and my Stargirl review will be out like an hour after the episode is aired. So, because I can go back to that time now instead of having to wait till like 10 p.m., like 4 hours after the episode is aired to do my review. So I can go back to how I did things before, which is really good. So, yeah. And yes, Supergirl is tonight. Tonight. Or, not tonight. Tomorrow. So. I think Supergirl will be good, considering it's the last season, and honestly, the first few episodes weren't that bad of this season. They aren't dragging out stuff, which like Flash Season 6 did, so I think it's going to be good. Naomi started filming today, which is good. I think that's going to be on 2022, so. So basically, the next like main seasons of the Arrowverse, which will be Flash Season 8, Superman and Lois Season 2, Stargirl Season 3, Watchmen Season 7, Batwoman Season 3, Naomi season 1. Those will mainly be the shows I'm pretty sure that will be on. Obviously, Black Light and Supergirl are done. So, yeah. It's going to be a weird year. And if you really think about it, Flash is the last main Arrowverse show. Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl were kind of the main ones. So, now we're just down to Flash, and Legends is stupid as hell. Legends is on season 6, not season 7. Season 7 of Legends won't be out till by the time Superman and Lois comes out, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, they're still on season 6. I don't know when they're going to be done with season 6. And frankly, I don't care. Legends has gone downhill since season 3, but for whatever reason, CW's like, let's keep that show on. Instead of replacing it with what they could do, is replace it with a whole new show. Like, I don't know, whatever they want to do. Bring in a new Arrowverse show. They very well could do that, but they won't because they just don't want to. I wouldn't really blame the writers. I think in some cases the writing can be good on Legends. It's just the actors that are bad, is my opinion. Like, I've never really cared for the person who plays Sarah Lance or Ava, or obviously I like the person who played Ray and Mick. Mick's just going downhill from the one episode I saw last night, which I really wish I didn't watch it. And I mean, Ray was pretty much the only good character on the show, and they took him off. So Constantine isn't that good on the show. Zari isn't, or whatever the hell her name is. Like 90% of the good people on the show left. So it's just, I don't even know why I watched it. I think I just watched it because I was super bored and I had nothing else to watch. But I instantly regretted watching like 1 minute of it, which is pretty bad. So, but I am excited for Naomi. I am wondering if it's gonna be on Earth Prime or if it's gonna be on another Earth, because both can be possible, and we don't really know if she will be on Earth Prime or not. At least we know it's part of the Arrowverse. That's something we can actually confirm. And the cool thing about this character is that Naomi is a new, I'm pretty sure, DC character in the comics, and they're bringing her to a TV show. I'm pretty sure she's a new character in DC Universe, and they're bringing her to the Arrowverse for the first ever live action Naomi. So yeah, CW picked it up a couple months ago, like 5 or 6 before season 8 even started. I think they picked it up, and then season 8 of the Flash. I mean, and then yeah, it'll be airing in the 2021-22 Arrowverse season time frame. So, like when Superman and Lois comes back, we'll be getting Naomi as well. So, Sarah's been useless on the show. It's not just because she's a clone. I think I posted something. I don't remember when I posted it. She was alright in the first two seasons. Season 3, I think she just really didn't do well. I didn't care for her in Arrow. Like, I really didn't. That's just me. I mean, yeah, she's had some good scenes, but overall, she's not really a good character, and that's not really Logan's fault. That's not really Arrow's fault either. It's just the character's not that good. Well, at least um, we don't have to worry about Flash, Superman, and Lois being back to back when they come back. We just have to. We're gonna have Flash on Tuesday nights, and that'll be it. So I just don't care for the person who plays Sarah Lance. Then again, even if they could find a better actress for Canary, it probably wouldn't end well either way. Anyway, so yeah, I don't see how they could fix Sarah at all. But who knows? But it's definitely not going to get any better in season 7. I don't know how to say your name, but hi, Yasin. I'm just going to say that. I probably said that wrong too, but yeah, hi. I know I said your name wrong, but hi. Um, well, they've killed Sarah off like 3 times by now in the Arrowverse. So, I mean, it's not really surprising they killed her and then brought her back, so. It's like no one in the Arrowverse actually stays dead. It's like Felicity said in one of those Arrow seasons. No one anymore in this universe stays dead. They all come back at some point. Sarah's been poisoned. She's been poisoned on Arrow. She's been poisoned on Legends. That's not going to kill her. Even if it does, it'll bring her back. They've killed Laurel. She's come back. They've killed Sarah like 5 times by now. She's come back. Well, Laurel wasn't our Laurel. It was a different Laurel. But still, I mean, they've killed Oliver off. He came back. I mean, hell, they killed Ralph off. And he came back. So, I mean... Well, the only way they're really going to kill Sarah off is they probably give her a death like Oliver had, where it was like a death that he couldn't come back from. I mean, unless he really wanted to come back, which they could bring Oliver back. But, I mean... Actor for who? Sarah or Oliver? Because we're talking about 2 different people here. If you're talking about Sarah, the actor's still there, but... Then Legends would end, because Sarah is the main member of Legends. I mean, Sarah's the main character of Legends. It's like Flash. It's called The Flash, but the main character's Barry Allen. If they kill off Barry, the show's done. So they're not going to kill off Sarah until the show's announced to be done. And we know for a fact they're not going to cancel it. Hey, Cruz. But yeah, they're not going to cancel Legends. So they have to end it at some point, and it better not go past Flash in seasons. It probably will. Flash will go to season 9, Legends will go to like season 11 or something. Barry is back. So I don't know what season you're on, but we're on season 7/8 right now. And Barry didn't go anywhere. So, yeah.
They probably will.
Again, they've killed Sarah off like 100 times by now. She literally cannot die. So, I don't see a reason in killing Sarah when they've already killed her off like 10 times throughout the show. Let alone in Legends. Like, we aren't even considering Arrow here. I mean, they've literally killed her off like 10, 20 times. So, no, they won't kill her off to end the show. They'll probably kill her off. Not kill her off. They'll kill everyone else off and then just end the show there. I really don't. They ran out of storylines like 5 seasons ago. Like, it's that simple. Legends did at least. Flash, I think, can go till season 10. But I think Arrow could have easily gone to season 10. With the way season 8 was, I mean, we didn't even really have a big bad unless you really want to count Crisis Stat. But Arrow could have gone to season 10. It very well could have. Flash can easily go to season 10, maybe even season 11 if they really wanted to. I mean, even Eric Wallace said it, like, they have storylines for the next, like, few to several seasons, so they can go for a long time. Like, another 2-3 years. So. I was talking to people about this earlier in the week, or like late last week. The CGI doesn't matter on the show. Like, it really doesn't. You have to remember, this is a CW budget. If you're going to compare Flash CGI to Superman and Lois CGI, yeah, it's going to be bad. But you have to remember, Superman and Lois is on the HBO Max budget, and Flash is on the CW budget, and it's a television show that airs for 45 minutes every time it's on. They aren't going to do that well. It's not. Season 1 and 2 CGI is as good as Season 7 CGI in the past seasons. There's no difference. If you really look at it, there's no difference in the CGI. There isn't. So, and again, if you're really going to hit on CGI on a TV show with a TV budget, which isn't that high compared to like a movie budget, then you might as well just quit watching the show, honestly. Because you're not going to be happy with yourself down the road. Because, no, there's no reason to hate on CGI. They do the best they can. And hell, we're getting one of the best scenes, like, that pretty much made the premiere, which was Barry's helmet. Like, we haven't gotten that before. And that was all CGI. We've gotten a freaking black hole, which looked pretty damn good. Barry's not going to die. Barry's not going to die in the show. He can't. It'll screw everything up. Is Rip on Legends? No. Rip left her in season 3. Sarah is the main character of Legends. If they kill off Sarah again and actually keep her dead, the show will end. So they have to bring Sarah back. Rip is not the main character of Legends. Otherwise, he would be there. I don't even watch Legends, and I know what happened to Rip. If you watch season 3, you know what happened to Rip. He's not on the show anymore. It's as simple as that. No one has ever once said Rip is the main character of Legends. It is Sarah. Sarah is the main character of Legends. It's as simple as that. But again, Barry's not going to die. Because if he does, there literally will be no point in Oliver sacrificing himself during Crisis. So, Sarah in Legends is literally called the captain I don't know how many times. She's the main character of Legends. I'm done talking about Legends. I didn't start this stream to talk about Legends. I hate Legends. I don't want to talk about it. Stop bringing it up. For the, 5th time. This is why I don't stream that much, because people tend to piss me off within like 5 minutes. Does the stream title say I want to talk about Legends? No. Season 2, assuming Lois, will be good if they don't add more drama between Clark, Lois, and John and their daughter. That would be nice. But they're going to, because I think Todd Helping literally doesn't know what to do with that character. So, I don't know. I'm not getting my hopes up, but, yeah. And also, who the hell's going to be the main villain in Season 2? I mean, this season, if you really look at it, Superman Lois Season 1 had basically a General Zod villain. If you really look at it, the villain was literally General Zod. Or a character like General Zod, which was a character that Clark's already fought in the Arrowverse. They mentioned that several times. So, I mean, are they going to actually put in a new type of villain for Clark to fight? Or is it just going to be a freaking superpowered maniac every season? Like, they can't keep doing that. So, they have to pull it off. I literally released a video like 24 hours ago going over my overall thoughts of Season 7. If you want to hear my thoughts on Season 7, you can go watch that video. It's been up for, I think, a full day by now. 21 hours. I don't think that's right. But if you want to know my thoughts about Season 7, video is right there. So. The Arrowverse isn't dying. No, the Arrowverse isn't dying anywhere near. If it was dying, all the shows would be done. It's as simple as that. And you can say a show is dying, like Legends or Batwoman, but to say the whole universe is dying isn't really... Like, no. And no one ever said the Arrowverse was dying, first off. So. And again, for the Arrowverse to be dead, Flash, Naomi, Superman and Lois, Legends, they would all have to be done before that's dead. I don't know why we're talking about death. I don't know. The Flash doesn't need to go back in time to bring Zoom back. Zoom can just come back. I mean, that's the thing they can do. They had that opportunity. They still have Black Flash. So. What Arrowverse voice? You're saying Arrowverse voice, but what the hell is that? And again, no one said with Superman and Lois that the Arrowverse was dying. Maybe Screen Rant says that, but that's not a reliable source anyways. Yeah, I can tell it's a channel. Well, there's this thing called facts and opinions. And if you really look at it, you can believe an opinion. Fine. You want to believe the Arrowverse is dying, you do you. But the Arrowverse isn't dying. If it was, like I said 3 times by now, shows there wouldn't be any shows left. That's what would kill the Arrowverse, is no DC shows being left. He said that's why he hates the Arrowverse, because it's bad. That's his opinion. If he hates it, tell him not to watch it. It's as simple as that. If he hates the shows, tell him not to watch it. We don't force him to watch the damn shows. Well, he didn't like Stargirl? Legends, I get. Supergirl, I can kind of get. But he's hating on the Arrowverse because he watched those 3 shows, which aren't even the main part of the Arrowverse. Flash and Arrow started the whole thing. And if you watch those 2, he'd probably... This guy has 4,000... Yeah, okay. I started with Flash, but that's because at the point in time I didn't know this how big the universe was. I thought it was just Flash, and I was watching season 3 like midway through. I got into it, and then I watched season 1, and I was like, "Who the hell is this?" And it was that first crossover with Flash and Arrow, and I watched Arrow, and then Supergirl came in. I watched an Arrow, and I was watching Legends, and I quit season 3, and then. But yeah, my first ever show that I watched was Flash. Well, in the show, he can't go at the speed of light, even though we seen him do it. The show won't admit to it, but he can go at the speed of light because he moves faster than a normal anything. That's how he does it. And also, there's a thing called a Speed Force, been around since season 101. So, yep. And also, you retracting your messages doesn't really help anything because I can still see them, and the stream can still see them because chat's put up on the thing. So, yeah. Doesn't really affect anything. Black Lion? So, someone just told me that there's a YouTuber called Black Lion who's literally hating on the Flash because of horrible stuff. Oh, I seen this guy. Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds like him. I bet you do love his channel. I seen one of his videos and I instantly Quit watching because that guy, I don't think he understands literally anything at all. That's just, I'm not saying hate towards the guy, but this guy wanted me to do a hate video on him or something. I'm not doing that. People who hate on the show because of, you know, CGI or acting or writing and non-stop complain about it, they don't deserve anything. They really don't. I'm not going to do a hate video. That's not why I made this channel. I made this channel for Arrowverse content. I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to do a hate video over a guy's giving his opinions. He can have his opinions. I don't like them. I'm not going to agree with them. But I'm not going to do a hate video just because he has different opinions than me. And even though he's wrong, I'm not going to do a hate video over it. There's no point to that. Because it's going to start YouTube drama that I really don't want to get into. And also the fact that he has, what, like 100,000 subscribers or something? 54,000, which probably doesn't deserve them. But I'm still, yeah, no, I'm not going to even bother. Because I'm just going through his videos right now, and it literally looks like he's just hating on every little thing, no matter what. So, not really surprising, but well, it's not new for people to be hitting on other people's opinions, but I'm not going to be a YouTuber who, the second I don't like someone's opinion, I'm going to do a 10-minute video on them. Yes, I saw your comment the first time you commented on my video. I've already replied to that comment, Critical Gamer. I've literally replied to the comment. I wouldn't be surprised if Godspeed in Season 8, even if it is for an episode, but I haven't heard anything about that, so... And I only follow reliable sources, so whichever source told you that, you might need to double-check it. I don't do the same thing. When have I ever hated on an opinion? I might say I disagree, but not once have I ever hated on an opinion, let alone made a 10-minute video hating on someone's opinion. I might say some opinions are just plain wrong and unfair. Doesn't mean I'm not, like, hating on people for it. I think he said he wouldn't mind if Godspeed came back. I don't think he actually knows if Godspeed's coming back, unless I just misheard him. But yeah. Again, if they do it right, they can bring him back. They can bring Godspeed back. Sure, I don't care. If it's for like an episode or two. But, yeah, who knows? I mean, they put him in the Meta Wing where we know Metas have broken out before. So, I think it's clear to say that he's going to break out. Then again, Dawn was there for several years. Who knows? I mean, Dawn couldn't get out. Then again, the only reason why he broke out was because he used Nora. But my point is, if Dawn couldn't get out, Godspeed really can't. Favorite Flash villain is Zoom, but Dawn's a close second. Mainly Zoom because he's just the scariest villain I think had. I mean, yeah, you can say Sakira's a little bit scary, but I mean, Zoom was 100% like the villain really stuck throughout the show. I mean, yeah, we see Dawn every why he's not my number one favorite, but I mean, for a one-time thing villain, Zoom. I mean, he was a one-time thing for a reason. Yeah, he's shown up like 2 times since as Zoom, not Black Flash. But, yeah, Zoom. That's part of the big bads, yeah. But again, Dawn's close second. They also said a more scarier species was supposed to be in 601, but because of CGI with the black hole, they couldn't do it. They said a lot of things that didn't happen in season 7 and season 6, so who knows? But we're getting that scary speedster in season 8, and gee, I wonder who in the comics, who the hell is a scary speedster? Maybe someone that starts with red and ends in death. Oh, gee, Red Death. Oh, how are we gonna bring that character in? Bloodwork, Fawn, bingo. They've already teased it. They do it. There's Red Death. It doesn't be Bruce Wayne. It doesn't be Batman. They've already switched up characters. You do it that way. Unless they really want to bring in Bruce Wayne and make him Red Death and affect Batwoman. Well, I guess it could be a way for Flash and Batwoman to cross over, but I don't. It's gonna be Red Death. You can't tell me it's not gonna be Red Death. We're gonna get him at one point. Just the question is whether or not he's gonna show up in season 8. I think he will. It'll be the back half, but because Eric Wallace said it was supposed to be a scarier speedster than Godspeed because of CGI they couldn't do it. So it's a big thing. It's a big speedster, and honestly, like Red Death is a big CGI character if you really think about it. I mean, like how the comic characters are coming. They've been coming. Dawn was a comic book character. Zoom was a comic. Well, Zoom kind of he was altered a bit. Cicada was a comic book character, but altered. I mean, all these characters are comic book characters. It's just altered a little bit. That's all it is. I think what we need to focus on is comic book suits. And we won't be getting those because, for one, Flash doesn't have his gold boots. And he also doesn't have, like, the same yellow streaks in the comics. And also, he has a chin strap. Which they can't go back on because everyone hated Grant for having no chin strap on the suit. That is the only reason there was a chin strap. Yeah, and that storyline would have happened if Hartley Sawyer wasn't a you-know-what and he got fired for it. You know, that would have happened. But they couldn't really do that, so... Maybe if the actor wasn't a moron idiot, didn't think about his actions, probably would have happened. Then again, it probably would have made the season worse, so who knows? Maybe that was for a good thing. But they can't really do that storyline now, thank God, so I guess we're... Firing Hartley wasn't stupid at all. It made a lot of sense. If you can't understand why Hartley was fired, then that's just... I mean, I know you said you get why, but there are people who still don't get why Hartley got fired. If you can't understand why he got fired, you're just an idiot. No offense, but you're literally an idiot if you can't understand why Hartley got fired. And Hartley deserved to get fired. I know people are like, oh, you know, Grant has said some things before. Like, I think he said one thing that was racist, but he got past it. And everyone forgave him for it. He took it back right away. I don't even think he knew it was racist. He just kind of said it. Candace recently was out for stuff that she said was racist and sexist, but they got over it. And, again, Candace, I think... in her mind, she didn't think it was sexist, but there were definitely some things that were really bad. But, I mean, they can't really take off the main actress role on the show. Ralph is a side character, like Chester and Allegra, who aren't going to be on the show anymore, apparently. So, because Chester and Allegra, if you haven't noticed, haven't been announced for season 8. Well, it's not that Ralph was disposable, it's that Hartley said way worse things than Candace ever did. I mean, if you really look at it, Hartley said stuff for like a good couple months, if not a year's worth of racist, sexist stuff, and Candace said like 4 things max. I mean, they were bad, but compared to Hartley's, what he said it wasn't even close with Candace. Like, Candace, you know, she can move past it. I don't think Hartley really gave a damn what happened, so. I mean, he said he did, doesn't mean he actually did. Stargirl's on HBO Max, and they don't have a big budget. Superman and Lois has a big budget because they're on HBO Max, like, contract. And they're also on a contract with CW. That's the only reason why they have a HBO Max budget. Like, Flash is on a contract with Netflix for until the show's done. Like, they can't go back on that. Batwoman is on a contract with CW before they were with HBO Max, I'm pretty sure, saying that they have to go on a CW budget. Same with Stargirl. And honestly, why does Batwoman need an HBO Max budget? If any of these shows need an HBO Max budget, like Superman and Lois, it's Flash. Flash needs a HBO Max budget. Like, Stargirl, maybe, but they manage enough as it is with the budget they have. Batwoman doesn't need an HBO Max budget at all. It really doesn't. That show is good on a CW budget. They don't do special effects or whatever on that show. So, it doesn't mean they have a big budget. Literally, Stargirl is on CW budget. And just because they showed the big Green Lantern, like, it doesn't mean that's a big thing. They've shown the Green Lantern ring before. Like, that's nothing new. It's literally not. So that's not a good point to make. And also, Green Lantern effects are literally just putting a green light around an object and that's it. It's not that much money. I mean, it's really not. Maybe like a couple hundred max. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And they already had the prop. They just put a bunch of green light around it. Ooh. Who cares? The bigger thing on the show is Stargirl's staff. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to go into it. And to control the special effects. Also with Eclipso, that's also a big part of the budget. So, with the stuff they're doing with Eclipso. But they're on the CW budget. They're not an HBO Max budget. Otherwise, the show visuals would look 100% better than it does. It look like Superman and Lois, but it doesn't. Eric Wallace has said that Barry needs to earn the gold boots before he gets them. Basically, he's saying, like, they don't have the gold boots ready yet. I mean, there was a set photo released like 6 months ago or something of Grant on set in the gold boots. But that was just testing out with the suit, and it really didn't look well. So I think the point they're trying to get across here is they don't have them yet. And even if they did, they're trying to get Barry to earn it, which I think even Eric Wallace said he's going to be going through that during season 8. So, who knows? I think Eric Wallace knows what he's doing. It's just he has to push it on. You can't just let, like, Caitlin's story take over Barry's main story. Like, he has to pursue it. He has to keep going with it. I think that's his problem. Is that he lets other characters' stories get in the way. Eric Wallace, if he worked for Legends would be 100% better, honestly. Eric Wallace doesn't make The Flash worse. If anything, he makes it better. I mean, season 7 finale was the best finale we've had in a long time. The Batmobile is not a high budget. They showed that. It is not high CGI at all. And the gadgets are not high CGI either. I mean, most of them are just pointing something out and, whatever. And again, you can say whatever you want about Eric Wallace, but he's not that bad of a producer slash writer. I mean, he wrote the season 7 finale. How can you not like that finale? I know there are people who didn't like that finale, but I mean, overall, it was a pretty damn good finale. If you really look at it, it was a good finale. Eric Wallace didn't write every episode in The Flash. He wrote the season 6 and 7 finale. And season 6 finale wasn't that good because of COVID. Season 6 finale redeemed like the whole past like 4 seasons. Again, before season 6, writing finale, so it was helping what he's doing. So if anyone's Todd Helbing, who's producing Lois, which sucks. I was excited about Superman and Lois, and then Helbing was going to produce. I'm like, this show's going to go downhill. I wasn't entirely. It was because it kept dragging out the. But again, Eric Wallace wrote season 7 finale. His art. And that was all Eric Wallace's idea. So. Tom Cavanaugh he directed the Superman and Lois finale. Doesn't mean he wrote it. I think Todd Helbing wrote the finale, I'd assume. Superman and Lois won't be as good a show as it is now. It'll be getting worse. They all do. And especially with Todd Helbing on the show, I don't think it'll be getting any better, but who knows? Well, basically, Lost has been like 4 times in the show, and they haven't done that. I don't see them ever doing that. I bet it will be heavily CGI, but they don't use their budget on anything, so it probably will be. Doesn't mean it'll be good. The finale's still gonna be dog crap, but yeah, I don't think they even use CGI for anything anymore, so who cares? Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for those who came in. I don't know when I'll be live next. Might be next week. Probably a different time. But I think the Flash will make season 10. I don't see the Flash not making season 10, based off everything they've been leaning towards the past 7 years. And they'll probably mention that then. But yeah, Flash will make season 10 100%. I don't see it not making season 10. But yeah. Again, thanks guys for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you in this next video, alright? Bye guys.